today, it's finally here. It is finally here. Today, we are doing our annual Halloween decor haul, and I'm so excited. I got all the things. Basically, none of the things that were on my wish list, and I kept telling myself, oh no, you're not done yet. Don't film this, don't post it yet. But for the most part, I think I've got my collection, my 2018 is basically complete, so I figured I'd go ahead and put this out there. Even if I do pick up a couple more things, for the most part, I'm done. Sorry, I keep looking at my monitor because I keep catching the reflection off my hat, and I'm realizing I'm looking like a Halloween train conductor, I feel like. I guess the Halloween Express or something? I don't know, giving a whole new meaning to Halloween Express. Anyways, we're already getting weird. Let's just get into this. All right, so first place I'm gonna start with is TJMAXX. The thing about TJMAXX and Marshalls or HomeGoods or whatever, those places, it's always the most exciting every single year because you have no idea what they're gonna put out. There's really no hint whatsoever what's gonna be out, and so you just get all excited to get to the aisle and see what's out there. All right, so the first thing I got was this. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna do my best. A skeleton meets clown, child, vintage creepy doll, goblin, I don't know. He's holding a little spider that's kind of dangling from his hand. Also kind of reminds me of the Trick or Treat kid, by the way. Anyways, I'm obsessed with this, love him. This might be my favorite piece that I got this season, actually. This one right here. All right, so the next thing I got is kind of cheesy, and I don't know if I even like it, but it was kind of a need-based situation, kind of like a necessity. Anyways, it's this spoon holder. Is that what it's called? I don't know what this is even called. Spoon setter downer. I don't know what this is. But you put it on or around your stove, so when you're cooking and your spoon gets all dirty and messy and you like go and stir something and then you need to set it down. Anyways, you get the idea. And I actually really love it, other than the fact that it says trick or treat yourself, which I just feel like, I don't know if I'm hip enough to say that or like even get it. I don't know. I don't understand what is happening. Anyways, moving on, I just needed one of these. All right, last thing I got from TJMAXX were these placemats, which I am so freaking obsessed with. These placemats. Okay, if you guys watched my Halloween decor, what was that video? Halloween house tour, that's what it was. If you watched that from last year, you saw that I have this whole table setting scenario where I had my little Halloween plates and dishes all set up. And I think I said something last year about it. I have these placemats that I used for Thanksgiving and around Christmas time, but I didn't have anything for Halloween. Well, that all changed because I got these at TJMAXX and I'm so obsessed with them. Oh, I'm so obsessed. I think these were like $6.99 or something for a set of 4, which is really reasonable and amazing and a steal if you ask me. They're these metallic orange kind of, I can't explain it, woven, I don't even know. I clearly can't explain anything. I just know I like them. Now I actually have Halloween placemats and I don't have to use glittery holiday ones. And I think last year I put spider webs over them to make them look less holiday-ish. But now I have Halloween placemats, so I'm so excited and for a steal. All right, so since I just mentioned TJMAXX, I might as well mention HomeGoods now. And I've gone to HomeGoods quite a few times. All right, so the first time I went to HomeGoods, I got this and it's probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I love it. It is this wreath. I can't explain this situation right here. This witch, she's like vintage, but kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of bizarre. It's probably the only reason that I took it home. But it has an owl, have a broom, but the bristles are really short. Like, where are you going on that? You're not flying anywhere. It's really, maybe I'm thinking too deep about this. If you watched my Halloween decor haul last year, was it last year or the year before? I got a huge wreath that had this kind of vintage vibe and it had all these vintage creepy looking kids. So now I have a similar wreath, but instead of the creepy looking vintage kids, I have this creepy looking vintage witch with a short weird broom and an owl. And I love it. So the next couple things I got while I was there the first time, I got these baking situations. I mentioned these Halloween cookie cutters from, I can't remember, Joann's, I think it was, in my Halloween decor wish list, but I found these at HomeGoods, and it's like a little Halloween satchel filled with cookie cutters, and then on the top there's just a cookie cutter that just comes tied to the top, and they were $6.99, which I feel like is not bad for all these cookie cutters you get. You get 2 different sizes of cats, 2 different types of haunted, they look like they could be either haunted houses or they could be tombstones, but you get a big one and a small one. You get 2 different types of ghosts, a skull, a pumpkin, and 2 different sizes of bats, baby bat and big bat. Obsessed with it. Oh, once again, did you guys catch that? It says trick or treat yourself on the bag. Once again, must be the motto of the season. All right, so the next thing I got was this package of Halloween cupcake liners and these little, I don't even know what these are. What does it say? Picks. There's a spider situation here, and this one says boo over here, and then you just stick them on the top of your cupcake or whatever. And if I don't actually get around to making cupcakes this year, then I will definitely still use these for muffins, like pumpkin muffins or banana muffins. I love making all of those things. All right, so it wouldn't be a Halloween decor haul if I did not get spooky mugs. I love a good spooky mug. This one here has skeletons all over it. It looks like they're dancing. And then on the inside of the lip, is that what you call this? I don't know, rim? What is this? Who knows? Anyways, it's got bones. And then on the inside, it says happy haunting, which I think is super cute. I love that the bottom of these cups. This one's really colorful, which I love because all the other ones that I have are black and white. This one has pumpkins. There's some happy ones, some angry ones. I think this one looks more like me before coffee, and then this one is me after coffee. I think that's about accurate. And then you've got these candies everywhere and little things of poison and bats flying all around and witch hats, which you know I'm obsessed with. And then the inside on the lip here, there's all these little pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns around there. And then on the inside is a jack-o'-lantern that says Happy Halloween, which is, of course, the #1 thing I want to see when I'm finished with my cup of coffee is somebody telling me Happy Halloween. That's like the best thing ever. And I don't know if I showed the close-up of this one, but here's the little dancing skeletons, and you have some bats and some spiders, and I love a spooky mug. All right, so while we're on the topic of spooky mugs, I also found this one. This one's kind of a cute mug. It's cute. It's a little jack-o'-lantern mug with a little ghost that's peeking over the edge. This one is pretty tiny and just a little kind of afternoon coffee mug, but this one screams Halloween, like classic Halloween to me. All right, so the next couple things I got were these LED candles, and I love LED candles because you can keep them forever without them melting and, you know, being done and whatever. Found these, and the landscape on this candle is 100% why I picked it up. Actually, these are the same thing. Did I already say that? Anyways, they're the same thing. They have this witch that is trekking through a graveyard, which I'm already into, you've already sold me. And there's this creepy branchy tree with a bunch of spider webs hanging down and a bunch of bats and lanterns and spiders and all the things. And I haven't seen these lit up yet, but I'm imagining in my mind that they have this flickering flame, faux flame, that kind of makes these even more spooky. Anyways, moving on to the next LED faux candle. These, I'm telling you, these faux candles really do trick you. The way they wrap them and even the way they look like real candles. Like they should have a little wick at the top, but no, this is another flameless LED candle, and it's a ghost with a little pumpkin. He is so cute. I love this little thing so much. I almost forgot about this thing. I picked this up the first time I went to HomeGoods too. I was kind of undecided if I liked this, and I'm still a little undecided because it's totally weird. That first trip was just really weird. Between that wreath and this thing, I've come to terms with how weird I am. Anyways, this is a window pane, but not an actual window, clearly. And then you open the window. I feel like I would have really liked this as a kid. think this would have been my jam because I was super into this kind of stuff. You open it and bam, there's a creepy ass kid right there in the middle. My favorite thing ever. Those creepy vintage kids that look like they could be children, but they could also be like an old woman. Anyways, she's got a broom, she's got some cats, I think there's a bat, there's this whole backdrop situation. And at the bottom it says, "My night out, Halloween." And you just close her back up when you're done. Kind of weird, but my favorite thing ever. Next thing I got was this glass skull cookie jar. It has this metal top that keeps apparently wanting to make my voice echo, so I don't, it's weirding me out. And this one was only $2.99, so I snatched it up as quickly as humanly possible because I feel like that's a steal for a glass kind of cookie meets candy jar, or I could use it for cotton pads or something like that in my bathroom. I don't know. I don't know if I actually want to use this in my kitchen yet, but I'm obsessed with it, love it, and for $2.99, I'm high. I want 13 million of these. Maybe not that many, but you know what I mean. All right, so the next thing I got is something that I clearly cannot get over because I couldn't stop talking about these things in my Halloween decor wish list video. I clearly have a thing for skeletons with succulents coming out of the head. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with them, but I am. They also had it in pink, but I went for the black because the pink's really cool, but I couldn't decide if pink's trendy right now or not, and if I'm gonna like it next year, so I just went with classic black and called it a day. But I love him either way. I'm gonna leave this one out all year round. Last thing I got from HomeGoods is one of my favorite items I got this year. This and the bobblehead I mentioned earlier are probably my two favorite items. Got this blanket. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with this blanket. It's the brand Cynthia Rowley. And I got some dish towels last year, I think, that were Cynthia Rowley, and she always has the cutest Halloween prints on her dish towels and things like that. And this fleece blanket is no different. It is, the print is everything. Even when I brought it up to the checkout, the girl was like, hi, were there other ones back there? Because I love this blanket. The thing I love the most about it are these characters on it. They're kind of that vintage, creepy look that you know I'm obsessed with. They've got a jack-o'-lantern and a skull and this black cat, which might be my favorite print ever. This one right here. And there's also a bat on there, and just one of those really super soft fleece blankets. They had other blankets there. This one really just, it won at life. It is so soft. These blankets, before you wash them, are the softest things ever, and then you wash them once and they're all weird. What can you do? So next, I think I'm gonna talk about AtHome. I went to AtHome and I had that whole wish list that I was talking about, and I got there and those black succulents I wanted so bad that I've been talking about for months, like since June, they were gone. Not one left. And I was super bummed out about it, but I got over it and I found some other cute things so I can move on with my life. First things I got, hold on, these, what are you? What I was planning on doing was using these for stands for my LED candles I got, which I'll show you really quick what it would look like. So I could just put my little candle here and then just have them stand on. I was gonna have these on either side of my kitchen sink, but the top is also a spider web, which is super cute. Love that whole idea. My other idea was to put either a pumpkin or a jack-o'-lantern on top of this. These are so perfect. Love these. Next couple things I got were these little mini jack-o'-lantern candle. They're like votive candle holders. You put little votive candles in there and then they glow because the little orange is kind of see-through still. Anyways, I got these a couple years ago. I put them down on my landing going down to my basement. So we have a finished basement and we have this little landing with a little shelf kind of thing, and I put these little jack-o'-lanterns there with the little votive candles in there, and you can see it glows all the way around, and I didn't have enough of them. Like, the spacing was really far apart, so I was really excited to see these there again because I really needed some more of these because it was looking really cute, but it could have looked cuter, so now it will be complete. All right, last thing I got from AtHome were these candlestick holders, which I am super excited about because they will be left up all year round at my house. They are these Victorian, it looks like straight up out of the Salvatore's vampire mansion or, you know, the Munster house or the Addams family house. But I don't know if you can see how intricate the design is on these, but they straight up look like a Victorian candlestick holder, and they're pretty heavy duty. Like, they're really thick and it doesn't feel hollow or plasticky. It feels like wood with a lacquer over the top of it. So they're super well made, at least they feel like it. So I'm digging this. These are gonna be out all year round. This is what I live for as far as Halloween decor. This is the kind of stuff I get so excited about. Love this. So the last thing I got from AtHome was this pumpkin rug. I really don't decorate, or I haven't in the past decorated outside. So it's something that I'm looking to possibly do this year. But I did pick up this outdoor rug, which is gonna go in like outside of my front door. It's this jack-o'-lantern rug. It's got that kind of spiky kind of feel to it where it pokes your feet if you're barefoot, but it will wipe off your shoes if you're not. So love this, super excited about it. It's my first outdoor decoration of the year. We'll see if I dabble in any other outdoor decorations coming up. All right, so I got some things from Grandin Road, and I know you guys tried to get me to DIY the first things I got. It's these hand wall mounts. So they mount to the wall, and part of me, I don't know, you guys had built up my confidence quite a bit and had convinced me that maybe I could DIY these and maybe I shouldn't have bought them. Like, I was having some buyer's remorse a little bit because I was like, maybe I could DIY it. Why am I being so lazy? But then when I got them, I was like, oh girl, no, you cannot. You can maybe kind of work a glue gun. These are really sturdy. Like, they could definitely hold necklaces or keys or something in the hand without the hand completely breaking off the mount. But these are really well made. The hand does not feel wobbly. It's a very heavy duty kind of plasticky, like it's not paper mache, it's not hollow. It's very heavy feeling. Definitely gonna have to find a stud to put this in, but that's fine by me. All right, so the next thing I got from Grandin Road were these felt bats that are still in this bag, which I should probably keep them in so I don't lose them or crush them or do anything terrible to them, but I'm gonna take them out so I can show you because I'm living on the edge like that. They're a felt bat and they feel really thick and sturdy, and there is a little sticker on the back, like a little peel thing where you can stick them on the wall. So you can just, like, you know, stick them on the wall, which is the whole reason I got these. The picture online showed the bats the way they had arranged them, since they come in all different shapes and sizes, and there's quite a few in here. But the whole reason I got these is the picture showed all of these bats going up the wall, and it looked like they were flying up the wall, so I was super excited about it. And they're not a super flimsy paper situation. They're felt, and there's wire in there, so you can bend the bats. Look at this. You want to stick one there like that, and then you wanted the other one to be more like that. Make them look like they're 3D, like actually flying up your wall. Super into it, obsessed with these. Anything else that I bought that have gone up my wall, like any other sticky situation, has been more of a wall decal and is more cheap, and you really can't reuse them. These you could definitely reuse because they don't require you to re-stick them onto something. You could probably just replace the adhesive in the back, call it a day, but these are pretty sturdy, so you could definitely use these every year. Next place I went to was Target, and I did get a couple things from my wish list. First thing I got was something you know that I had to get. It was this Halloween floral cloche situation, which we had a whole conversation about, but it is even better in person. I think I even said when I was looking at the picture online that this one didn't look as Victorian, that last year had more of a red and a skull and all these things, but this one isn't any less magical and is actually way more beautiful in person. It has a green flower, which you really can't see because the reflection is just killing this right now. Maybe if I move it closer you can see, but it has a glittery pumpkin in there and a spider and a bunch of moss down here. It looks like a garden somewhere like at Hogwarts. This is one of those decorations that could definitely be left out all year round. Next thing I got were these candlestick holders. Apparently I had a thing for candlestick holders this year. I don't know what my deal is, but I clearly love it and I'm living my best life. But I mentioned these in my Halloween decor wish list video. These are the skeleton hand candlestick holders. And I wanted to get these to go with my hand votive holders I got last year, and they do have them again this year. I decided I didn't need more of those since these were actually shorter than I thought they were gonna be. I think they were only $5, I think. And they're definitely worth it because these are really freaking cute. All right, so next thing I got were once again these little skulls with the succulents coming out of the head. I have no idea why I have so many of these, but I freaking love them and I'm probably never gonna stop. But I got them in this coppery metallic orange color because I wanted to break up some of the black and throw in some pops of color. So I thought these would be super cute for that. And you know what these heads remind me of? With the little kind of succulent coming on the top. This reminds me of Beetlejuice when he's sitting next to the guy with the shrunken head. But if you're thinking that, I'm thinking it too. Anyways, it's just a skull with a succulent coming out of the top. These were only $3. They had a bunch of different ones. They had purple, they had black, but I had to go with the metallic orange. All right, so the next thing I got, actually I think everything so far was on my Halloween decor wish list, including this guy right here. I did end up getting my Out of Candy neon sign. It exceeded my expectations and then some. I was worried that the sign would be flimsy and cheap, but it's not flimsy at all. It's not some flimsy, cheap sign that's gonna go flopping in the wind. It has a pretty thick board it's on, and then it has some of this like a backing on it that's also pretty thick and kind of secures it. And then you gotta see what it looks like when it's lit up. Look at this. Is it supposed to make noise like that? I don't know if you can see it. I'll show it in the dark, but it lights up and looks like a neon sign. So I am so pleasantly surprised with this. Every year Target has these little wall decal sticker situations, and I fell in love with this one. These ones have little crows or ravens or whatever you want to call them, and bats. And you see how it's going up the stairs like this? This is exactly where I put my wall decals, and sometimes I put them up the stairs, like on the backing, what do you call those? The riser of the stairs. I think these are gonna be a little too big for that. But the bird itself has this velvety feel to it. Every year they sell these for $5 and I always end up going back for more. These things are so awesome. Sometimes they do fall off my wall, so the sticking power isn't the best ever, but for $5, I'll stick them back up on the wall. I'm not that pissed about it. So I got a couple things at the Dollar Tree that I'm really excited about. You guys tipped me off on this one. You were like, go to the Dollar Tree, there's some really cute stuff, and indeed they did. First thing I got was this super cute Happy Halloween sign that kind of looks like Harry Potter font, right? Just realized that. I've had this for over a week, maybe a couple weeks. It says Happy Halloween. I'll probably hang this on the inside of my door, like my front door, and literally $1. $1. Even my husband was like, wow, that was $1. I'm like, yeah, right? So good. All right, so next thing I got were these, once again, $1 freaking. I cannot believe these are $1. These are oven mitts, Halloween oven mitts. I go to all these fancy freaking places and no one has Halloween oven mitts, which I've been actually looking for. But anyways, has this spooky house with a moon and a bunch of bats flying around, and it says Happy Halloween on it. I don't know. I mean, they feel pretty heavy duty. I was gonna say, I don't know if they're gonna work, but I mean, how can you go wrong? All right, so the last place that I did some shopping at was Bath & Body Works, and I forget how amazing their Halloween stuff is. So I picked up some stuff because they were having a sale on some candles already. Yeah, anyways, I'll just show you. First thing I got from Bath & Body Works was this haunted house plug-in situation, which I'm super obsessed with. If you feel like you've seen one of these before, you're like, girl, don't you already have some of those? I do. They put these out every single year, like a different haunted house and different kind of theme. And this year has a witch on a broom flying, you know, in front of the moon, like her silhouette is there. Obviously I had to get it because you know how obsessed, if you don't know, I'm obsessed with witches flying on brooms, like any sort of hag witch, any sort of classic shadow of a witch. I'm all about it. And sure enough, this is it. There's something about their little haunted house plugins that I'm just so obsessed with, mainly because they glow. So when you plug them in, you can see there's orange windows here, so it'll glow orange. It's gonna look freaking awesome every single year. I think last year was maybe green, the windows were. And this is like my dream home. Every single one they put out every year, I'm like, oh, I wanna live there. Why can't I live in there? Love it. Next thing I got was this, oh, this is so good. This spiderweb soap dispenser holder situation. It's just a silver, totally glittery soap dispenser holder with a little spider in it. And then I got this soap right here, which is just a foaming soap, and it's called Witch Please. The Witch Please scent is creepy caramel, wicked apple, and bubbling butterscotch. It smells really good. It smells like fall in a bottle. You put it in the holder, and that's what it looks like. I'm probably gonna take the label off just because I think it will look cuter without the label. You know how you can kind of see it there, where on this side you can't see it. The next thing I got is something, oh, this is another one of my favorite items that I got this year. It's this little Dracula candle holder, which I cannot get enough of. This thing, I wish they had more of these this year. They had some really, they had other cute candle holders or little, what do you call them, pedestals. But this was the only little candle holder guy that I saw, at least, unless they were sold out of the other ones that they came out with. But this one is so freaking cute. He's just a little Dracula guy with all this glitter behind him. And then what you do is, you take one of their little candles and you put it in here like so. This is the vampire blood scent. And this is what he looks like. This is the freaking cutest thing. It is so spooky yet cute, yet so, there's something about this. I'm so obsessed. And the one thing I think I love so much about it is it's so well made. If you could hear, it's really heavy duty. It's not hollow. It's not a really thin glass. Love this. This is seriously one of my favorite things I got this year. So while I'm talking about the little candles, since it kind of went with the little vampire guy, which once again, I wish they had other characters, but I'll get over it. Anyways, I got 3 of these little mini candles for the little vampire guy. And 2 of them are the scent Vampire Blood, which I am not super crazy about. It's very, very, very sweet. Smells like candy, like licorice. That's what it really reminds me of, is Twizzlers. But I did get this scent just so it kind of matched the vampires. That weird of me. The other little mini ones just didn't really go with it. Anyways, I'll read you the fragrance notes so you can get a better idea of what it smells like. It says blood red strawberry, night blooming jasmine, and dark plum. Got one other one. This one's not gonna match him, but I got the perfect pumpkin, which smells like, it says perfect pumpkin, black cat's clove, and batty brown sugar, which is all of those things all of the time. Oh, it is heaven. It is heaven. Pure freaking heaven. There's something about a spicy pumpkin scent that just gets me. You lose me when it starts getting too sweet, but there's something about a spicy pumpkin with the cloves and the cinnamon. It has to be like extra spicy. Like I almost want my nostril hairs to burn off. That's how spicy I want it to be. Not really, but you know what I mean? Like I need that spice with the pumpkin scent. I also got a couple of 3-wick candles. I got 4 of them. They were having a sale on them. I got the perfect pumpkin in the big guy size. The perfect pumpkin is just the Halloween version. As you can see here, it has jack-o'-lanterns and bats and a graveyard and all of the things you know I'm living for. And it has a little spooky house with a little mummy guy. But the perfect pumpkin is just the Halloween version of sweet cinnamon pumpkin, I believe it's called. So if they don't have the Halloween version, you can still find the candle. It's just under sweet cinnamon pumpkin, and it is my go-to fall scent. But yeah, love the festive packaging. The lid, which I'm probably gonna blind you. The lid also says Happy Halloween on it and has a jack-o'-lantern and a couple of bats. Let me just one more time. Oh my God. Next candle I got in the full size is, it's the scent Marshmallow Fireside, and this is one of my favorite candles. When it is chilly outside and I open my windows and it's a little brisk, not too cold, you know, but just like cool enough to where you open your windows and you're getting a little bit of a crisp breeze. When I have this burning in the evening, it smells so good. This is one of those musky scents, so if you like a musky scent, get yourself some Marshmallow Fireside and light it up and just enjoy your scent. And the fragrance notes, I'll go ahead and read them because I can't describe anything to save my life. It says toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, which you definitely get that, fire roasted vanilla, and crystallized amber. It literally smells like a freaking campfire. It smells so good, but with a little bit of sweetness. I don't find that it's too sweet at all. Oh, it's like the perfect amount of sweet and musky. But sweet in a way that's like, it's like a rich smell. So since I love the campfire smell of Marshmallow Fireside so much, I saw this one this year. I don't know if they've had this out before, if this is a new one, but I saw it's Campfire Pumpkin. Oh, you had me at that. It is not nearly as musky as Campfire, oh wait, no. Marshmallow Fireside, that one really has that musky kind of cologne-y smell. This one does not. This one smells really good, and I definitely get that smoky kind of campfire vibe, but the pumpkin is a little bit on the sweeter side for me. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes when it mixes into the scent of my house and dog hair. And let me read the fragrance notes just to be sure. Fall pumpkin, nutmeg, vanilla bean, and smoky cinnamon. I can't wait to burn it because I've never tried it before. I'm so excited. Also, the lid once again is a super cute fall lid with all these little pumpkins at the top. All right, so the last thing I got from Bath & Body Works were all of these plugins. They were having a sale. I don't know, it was some sale, 5 for $24, I'm not sure. But I got all of them in the same scent, which is super predictable. It's all in the sweet cinnamon pumpkin, all the spice, all the pumpkin. And I also find that when I match my candles with my plugins, it gives it that boost. So the candle gets a little bit of help, and it literally smells like fall threw up in my house, and I live for it. That is it for this Halloween decor haul for 2018. I'm feeling a little bit sad that that's now over. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, say hey girl hey down in the comments box because you know I love talking to you. Also, if you want to see me decorate for Halloween, if you'd like to see a decorate with me type of video, let me know down in the comments as well because I would love to decorate with you guys. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys next time.